Shiba Inu is on fire lately. The cost is going to increase. On the other hand, around 95 trillion Shiba Inu have been called into questions. Experts are dropping their calls. Very soon, a significant breakthrough will take place. Also, Kusama is there to verify the information. What exactly is going on, and what on earth am I even referring about in this sentence? Please allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. This is another demonstration of why Shiba Inu continues to be the most popular meme currency. Shiba Inu was able to recover despite the fact that the cryptocurrency market was experiencing one of those turbulent days that are similar to roller coasters. A little decrease in price occurred, but then all of a sudden it shot back up to its previous level. That level of power and power? A lot of people are becoming very excited about it. Now everyone is asking whether or not this is the start of a significant breakthrough. On the other hand, it's possible that something much more significant is developing behind the scenes. However, wait on. Things are about to become extremely crazy at this point. Imagine this, there are over 95 trillion Shiba Inu coins on the verge of being released into circulation. I am aware that I am utterly mad. Probably you are wondering to yourself, wait a second, how is that even possible? I can assure you that it is a lot to take in. On the other hand, once we finally dissect it, it will begin to make sense. In just a moment, we will go to that section. Before we get into that, however, let's discuss what is really taking on with the Shiba Inu price chart at the moment. The cost has been attempting to break through this constrained zone for some time now. It has been encountering this ceiling on several occasions, but it simply can't seem to break through until now. It is pushed back down a little bit each time it comes near, which results in the formation of what traders refer to as a local peak price. Moreover, if you focus in on the chart for the near term, you will see something that is rather fascinating. There are an increasing number of those seemingly little pullbacks, lower highs, and these minuscule wick rejections that give the impression that Shiba Inu is beginning to feel exhausted. There was actually one expert who pointed this up. According to him, it seems that the upward trend is beginning to weaken, and there is a beginning of some sell pressure building up. At first, it may seem frightening, but here's where things become dangerous. What type of arrangement is this? It often occurs just before to a significant relocation. It's similar to how a spring does when it's compressed. It will pop at some point in time. Additionally, Shiba Inu moves with a great deal of force. The community is active and lively. Whales are keeping a tight eye on the situation. Moreover, there is a peculiar, almost electric energy that can be felt in the air. Now, despite the fact that it seems like things are calming down on the surface, you shouldn't be astonished if Shiba Inu manages to surprise everyone once again, just like it has done in the past. But let me tell you something. The short-term price activity has caused some individuals to get frightened, but an expert has just revealed something that will blow everyone's mind. As far as he is concerned, Shiba Inu can potentially be getting ready for a significant increase of 70%. Yes, you read it correctly, 70%. According to him, the current situation that we are seeing might very well be the quiet before the storm. The storm that is to be desired. Because if you take a more in-depth look at the chart, you will see that Shiba Inu is producing a pattern that is sometimes referred to as a bullish pennant. Let me explain why it is significant. In most cases, the appearance of this sort of pattern indicates that a breakout is just around the corner. To add insult to injury, this particular design is actually a component of something far larger. Analysts refer to this as a cup and handle analysis. You may think of it as having a rounded bottom that resembles a teacup, followed by a small dip that serves as the handle. And what do you think? At this very moment, the handle that we are seeing is taking on an ideal form. To what extent does this trend go? Shiba Inu might rocket all the way back to its peak from earlier this year if this scenario plays out the way it is looking. It is deep enough to hint to a massive price rise, and if it does, it could go even higher than it was earlier this year. From where it is at the moment, it would represent an increase of almost 70%. Undoubtedly, the configuration is at risk of disintegrating if it falls much below that crucial support threshold. The situation, however, seems to be holding up rather well thus far. The chart is constructing a narrative. What about that tail? It is a situation in which pressure is increasing, patterns are converging, and something significant is on the verge of exploding. Consequently, although there are some people who are concentrating on little decreases, the overall picture may be painting a picture that is much more fascinating for Shiba Inu. But wait on, there is something there that you really must be aware of. In the midst of everyone's attention being focused on the charts, a significant event took place behind the scenes. Within the cryptocurrency ecosystem, there is a specific transaction that is receiving a lot of media attention. It was only recently discovered that a whale, or an individual with very deep finances, transferred $800 million worth of Bitcoin from Coinbase to a wallet that is absolutely unknown. There is no error in the sentence. $800 million in total. The question now is, why is this the case with Shiba Inu? This is because when large sums of money leave exchanges in a stealthy manner, it almost always indicates one thing: gathering together. There is no chance involved in these movements. Whales are not games to be played. People get ready. When Bitcoin whales begin to transfer that type of weight, it is often an indication that something significant is on the horizon with regard to the cryptocurrency. Smaller currencies, such as Shiba Inu, have a tendency to profit in a significant manner when larger players are getting prepared to make a move in the market. Every single market changes in tandem with Bitcoin's movements, and Shiba Inu is known to ride the wave with great force. To answer your question, yes, this has the potential to be the spark that ignites the fire, propelling Shiba Inu to new heights. However, when we talk about enormous numbers, things get much more bizarre. It was recently brought to my attention by an expert that approximately 90 trillion Shiba Inu coins have been brought into focus today, and that statistic is giving rise to a lot of excitement. There are around 95 trillion Shiba Inu coins that are currently being owned by over 330,000 addresses, as shown by the most recent statistics. All of them were purchased inside the price range that extends between two significant levels. To wit, this is a typical price that is roughly equivalent to the amount that is now being charged. What exactly does it say? The essence of the matter is that there is a significant number of Shiba Inu owners who are merely waiting for the appropriate action to be taken. If the cost were to go below that range, we may see a significant response, which might be either a flurry of investors selling their shares or a furious defense. Currently, the price is hanging slightly above the line in the sand, which represents the price. It is still functioning, but only very barely. Only a tiny number of Shiba Inu are held in the next lower range, and there is not much support directly below. Other than that, there is not much support. Because of this, the current level becomes akin to walking a tightrope. But let me tell you something. If Shiba Inu is able to maintain this stage, if it is able to maintain its strength and continue to push higher, then we may be looking at a significant bounce. If that were to occur, it would be possible to retest the highs that we experienced earlier this month, and it may even be possible to break beyond them. In the event that the price drops by an excessive amount, the $95 trillion reserve might be activated, which could either cause a stir in the market or provide eager purchasers with the ideal chance to take advantage of a fall. What a stressful time this is. Traders are keeping a careful eye as well. It is possible that Shiba Inu will make a significant move out of the blue, given that the whole cryptocurrency market is currently on edge. Now, however, when we take a step back and consider the long term, this is what really counts. In comparison to what the developers are working on behind the scenes, none of this rather short-term material even comes close. That is where the true value may be found. In addition, Kusama, the enigmatic and highly regarded chief creator of the Shiba Inu environment, has just lately issued a significant remark. In a time when individuals are full of questions, the message seemed like a rallying cry. He informed the community in a post that he made on X. Despite the fact that they are still constructing and following the plan with a laser-like intensity, the development team is firmly locked in. It is important to keep in mind that the Shiba Inu ecosystem is not only a meme anymore, rather it is growing. The development of this project is accelerating as new platforms, technological advancements, and utilities are being introduced. There is no longer a focus just on price pumping. Rather, the objective is to establish Shiba Inu as a formidable competitor in the cryptocurrency industry. It is not only memes and buzz that will define the future, rather it is innovation, usefulness, and community. And if the developers continue to release products in the same manner that they have been, then all of these price movements that we are seeing today will be just the beginning. And even when we consider the Shiba Inu over a longer period of time, it continues to seem quite attractive. Similar to what Lucy, who is the head marketing for Shiba Inu, stated in one of her tweets that was published not too long ago. She was honest and pierced through all the noise with a statement that resonated with people on a personal level. According to what she stated, the finest investment of all is when the community actively participates, spreads the word, and believes in the potential that exists. The best community and utility ever created. In addition, she is completely correct. Because the individuals who are behind Shiba Inu are the ones who actually make it strong, regardless of what the charts indicate or how the marketplace swings today or tomorrow. It is precisely this aspect that distinguishes Shiba Inu from simply being another meme currency. The goal here is not just to write a pump. Rather, it is to construct something that in fact exists. Just take a look at how representatives from the Shiba Inu community turn up each and every time. People have faith in the vision no matter where they are, whether it be on X, in the forums on Telegram, or just by being steadfast. A Shiba Inu's true lasting strength comes from their conviction in themselves and their ability to remain consistent. Despite the fact that there is a lot of price pressure, patterns are emerging, whale movements are occurring, and there is tension around critical support areas. Shiba Inu is still moving ahead at the moment. With the help of the community, it continues to get attention, continues to be trending, and continues to maintain its strength. In addition, when you combine that community with a dedicated development team, a roadmap that is packed with innovations, and increasing awareness throughout the cryptocurrency industry, you have a combination that you just cannot afford to turn down. Well, it's not just hype, there's something more to it than that. It is a matter of conviction, it is a matter of togetherness, and it is only beginning. However, what are your thoughts on this matter? Leave a comment down below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up to see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.